it was always about being extremely wealthy. I just want to help people. You know what I mean? I want to live lavish and still be able to help a lot of people. You know, I just want to do the most, joke. I want to leave this earth at least in Sizabanta my 50,000, change 50,000 lives before leaving earth. You know what I mean?
Enda, welcome back to my YouTube channel, fam. I go by the name of Wanganems, and we are back today with another episode at Panda Studios. If you want professional multi-camera live broadcasting, sound hire, videography, photography, and graphic design services, you can visit the website at www.pandastudios.com. Today, Linkin is in the building.
Yeah,
The flash.
yeah.
What's up, bro?
Nah, easy, man. It's about time.
Are you good?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Fresh, man.
So, Linkin, can you please tell us more about yourself? Who is Linkin actually?
So Linkin is a young adult. I feel at this point I'm a young adult from Soweto.
Yeah.
I'm a creative more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm a creative. I like to believe I'm a smart person.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't finish my qualification, but yeah, I like to believe I'm a very smart person, and basically someone that is driven by you know the urge and the umuntu manokhula afuna ukusiza abantu, you know, more than anything. I'm just someone that wants to help the cause, someone that wants to help society, someone that wants to see a world becoming a better place. You know, that's just about me in a nutshell. And then as for where I'm from, Ngintwana Sikasi, Soweto, Skotpola. That's where I grew up, and that's the township that actually shaped me into who I am today. And I'm a lot of things at once. You know, I'm a musician, as I've said. I'm a creative. So I'm a musician. I'm anything I want to be. I'm anything I want to be because whatever I put my mind to, I can achieve. You know, I truly believe that with everything in me. Because I've achieved so many things with that mindset, and it has proven itself so many times. Uguti, whatever I do put in my mind, I can actually, you know.
Okay, I heard that you didn't finish your qualification. Which qualification was that, and why didn't you finish it?
I'm a creative, man. I'm a creative, so I didn't finish my qualification mainly because school didn't allow me to be creative, especially that qualification that I was doing. I was doing accounting at school, varsity. I did my first year and second year in accounting, accounting. I did first and second year. So it didn't allow me to be creative, so I got bored.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I dropped out. Not because I was not smart. I'm extremely smart, dog. It's just that I got bored. And I had to drop out. And I had my mind on other things. I had already started doing music at the time. So, yeah.
So what has been going on in your life recently that you expected and didn't expect?
Currently, right now? Things that are going on that I expected. Let me start with the things that I expected. I really expected me to become this guy. You know, this guy that is a role model. I expected it because of how I moved from a kid. Growing up, I always was this kid that was always. There's something that just gives me cringes about doing something that other people are doing, even though it's normal thing to do. Why are they doing it? You know, I'm one person that always. I'm always questioning stuff, you know. If I see something nice, I'm that kid that will say, why does that guy look like that? Why is he so clean? Why does he have that? And I'd want it, you know, and I'd want to go about it a different way, you know what I mean? So I guess the one thing that is I expected from a long time ago that is happening in my life is me becoming a role model, you know, me becoming an inspiration to a lot of kids and grown-ups too, you know, because I have a lot of grown-ups that would actually come to me and say, yo, boy, you're doing the most. Like, how do you do it? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just me being me. It's not like I'm doing anything fancy or anything like that. It's just me being me. It's just people just find it fascinating how I do me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then things that are happening that I didn't expect. Number one, I didn't think I'll grow old so quick.
Yeah.
I didn't expect.
How old are you?
I'm in my late 20s. I'm almost 30.
You don't even want to say that. How old are you?
I'm almost 30.
You're almost 30.
I know I don't look like it, but yeah, I'm almost 30. That's because I take good care of myself.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to grow so quick, though.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, that's one thing I didn't expect, and I didn't expect things to turn out the way they turned out.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you growing up, we have expectations. You know, we have these goals that. You know, by the age 21, 22, I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You know, and 21, 22 comes and you have 4 call. You know what I mean? And 23 comes and now it's 24, now it's 25, now it's 26. Now you're thinking to yourself, what the fuck is happening? You know what I mean? Because now you've been pushing for so long and things are not happening the way you thought they would happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I would say at this age, I thought I would be a multi-millionaire. You know,
Man, I feel like I wanted to go through the career industry, but I feel like if I go through, I don't even know where to start because you have participated in most of the things. But I would like to start with the music industry.
Okay, cool.
So how did you get into the music industry?
Okay, so the music, right? So I feel like most of the things that I do, they chose me. I don't remember choosing anything.
Yeah.
You know, I was just being creative because that's what I enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, I just enjoy being creative. When I'm in my creative space, that's when I feel alive.
Yeah.
You know, I was just being creative, and you know, if there's one thing that God gave me as a talent that I realized as a kid was singing. You know, when other kids would sing, when we're growing up and we're singing together, and then, you know, there would be like an old lady saying, "Hey, loya marutula kamnandi."
So definitely you were in a choir back then.
Yeah, I was in a choir, but like, you know, when we're singing as kids, man, like a song. And we're singing together as kids, and then you'd hear an old lady saying, "Hey, maralo yakucula kamnandi awuphinde futhi." You know what I mean? And I'd sing again, and they were like, "Yo, you have a nice voice," but I didn't take it because I was a kid at the time. I didn't even think it's something that I could take as a career. But what actually sparked the whole idea of becoming a musician was a brother of mine, Usfiso. I don't know where he is, but shout out to him. Back in high school, me and Sfiso used to chill together, and Sfiso was mantombazane. So Sfiso was a ladies' man at the time. At the time. So at that time, to be quite honest, I was straight out of primary school, and at primary school, I had like a bad history with girls. You know what I mean? Girls didn't like me.
So you guys liked girls back then in primary?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know.
You didn't like girls in primary? Well, you had a boys' school.
No. Let's focus on your side. Let's focus on your side.
Yeah. So in primary, I had like a bad history. So you know, when coming to high school, I still had that lack of confidence. So I didn't really care much about girls. You know, Sfiso was already and these nice honeys, what. You know, and he used to sing, and when he used to sing his own songs, and I would sing with him, and he was like, "Dog, you can sing." You know. And he was like, "Okay, cool. So now that I know you can sing, let's go to those girls. Which girl do you like? Let's go to that girl."
So those girls were impressed by how you guys sang.
Yeah. It was crazy at the time. No, you're thinking about it now, it's crazy. But when it happened, I promise, I kid you not. When it happened, it was a thing of, Ndwana, let's go sing for those girls. It was like an icebreaker more than anything.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the toughest part about approaching a girl is the first few sentences. You know, approaching a girl is not that hard. But it's kind of hard. So at least if you have something to approach her with, you know. So our thing was, okay, we'll sing for them. Like, okay, Sharp, I have this track and it has your name on it. You know, would like to sing for you and tell me how it sounds. So I would sing for them, and then after singing for them for quite some time, they were like, oh, wow, you should actually sing and whatnot. So at that point, that sparked the idea of music.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. So this thing actually works. So what I've been hearing from my childhood right up until now is actually true. I can sing.
Yeah.
You know. And then I used to sing at the church choir. I used to be a lead singer at the church choir. And then still I didn't take it as a career, but later in 2018, I met a friend of mine who I used to be friends with when we were kids.
Yeah.
Uletu Musa. Shout out to him too.
Yeah.
So he hit me up and was like, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen him in a long time. And he hit me up and like, dog, what's going on? I'm like, I'm good, boy. He's like, dog, are you doing music? I'm like, no. He's like, so what are you doing with that voice of yours? I'm like, nothing. He's like, dog, you should do something. And crazy enough, at the time I started, I was working at a retail store. I don't know if it's safe to say the name of the retail store.
Yeah, it's also safe, man.
Is it safe?
Yeah.
I used to work at Macro.
Yeah.
So I used to travel far because the Macro that I used to work at was...
When was it? When was it?
2017, 2016.
And Don used to work at Pick and Pay, ne?
Don used to work at Pick and Pay.
When was it?
I don't know. Don, when were you working at Pick and Pay? 2019. Yeah.
So, you guys.
What's going on?
I think maybe you influence Don and Don influences you. So whatever that
That's
you
how
do,
it works.
It's related to what Don is doing.
100%.
So
100%.
That's why I was thinking, no, man. Don told me in the last podcast where he worked in a retail store around 2018. Yeah.
I worked in a lot of stores though.
A lot of stores.
Yeah. I did retail. I think the early years of me being employed, I only did retail.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I worked at Macro, and at Macro, that's when I used to. So from home to Macro, using a bus, it was like a 2-hour road trip.
2 hours?
2 hours. So 2 hours coming, 2 hours going back.
And
so I used to get bored.
5.
Yeah. So I used to get bored in the bus. So that's when I started writing music. Yeah. So the idea of doing music started there, and then this friend of mine told me, "Hey, bro, you should do something about that voice of yours."
Yeah.
And then with those two things, I kind of was like, you know what, let's do it. So that's how it started. It started back in 2018, and the first time I hit the studio was in 2018.
So how did you navigate the art to get where you are today in the industry?
Oh, I had to. It was trial and error, man. Trial and error. You know, I had to go through a lot of stuff. You know. It was just blind leading the blind. At the end of the day, we had no one to show us. Yeah. But I always had my brother Don. You know, shout out to him. Yeah. You know, I feed so much off him, and you know, I believe vice versa. So it was just me having him, and he having me. You know, it was just a thing of Ndwana. We don't know what's going to happen. Even till today, dog, there's still things that we're learning day by day. We don't have what's going to happen the next day, but we just keep going because we have a goal and we have a dream. And we're loyal to what we want. You know, no matter what it takes, we're going to get what we want. So it was a thing of trial and error, bro. Like, boy, I wanna become this guy. Now, how do we become this guy? So like I said, it was blind leading the blind. So we had to figure it out ourselves. Ndwana saw this on YouTube, follow this guy. And Ndwana also saw this guy, follow this guy. So we took different things from different people that we looked up to, you know, and we put it all together, and we made ourselves out of that. Do you get what I mean?
I get it.
So I feel like it wasn't easy. It took a long time. It took way too long because we had really no one showing us how to go about it. It was kind of hard, but I guess we figured it out. We're still figuring it out, to be quite honest. So
So what are your goals for the future of your artistic career?
At this point, to be quite honest, I just want to do music for fun, man.
For fun?
For fun.
Bro, why? For fun?
I want to take a booking when I have time. Like,
So which means music is not that thing you can say you are more focused on.
So I don't want people to get it wrong now or to get it twisted. It doesn't mean I don't love music. I love music, which is why I want to take away the business side kakulu out of it. You understand? I'm not saying I want to do music and not get paid. No. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying I want to do music, get paid, but I don't want to do it as my main source of income.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I don't want to hate what I love. You know, yazi mawuhlanganisa imali nalento oyithandayo, you end up hating what you love.
Complicated, I understand.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So at that time, back then it was a thing of I want to be, one of those rappers with big chains, and expensive clothes and whatnot. Until I grew up. I grew up and I learned certain things and I understood that, where the money is actually the business side. The music is the product.
Yeah.
What makes money is the business. So we have to sell the product, which is the music. You know what I mean? So we gotta sell the product, which is the music, via business, which is why we need label, we need publishers, we need all of those type of things. So I decided to shift my focus because I mastered the art of making music. I'm not saying I'm the best in the world, but I just might be.
Yeah.
You never know.
You can be, man.
You know what I mean? Because anything is possible. And I believe in myself like that. I might be the best in the world, but what I'm saying is I've mastered my sound. I actually figured myself out. I had enough time to figure myself out because I have my own studio. I figured myself out. I figured out my sound. But the other thing is I depended on it to make me to make me live my dream. Yeah. So I wanted to live out my dream through the money that I make from music. So I decided to change that because manje ingenze ngagcine nguzonda ukwenza music.
Why?
Because now I'm doing it with expectations.
You're expecting money.
I'm expecting to get gigs. I'm expecting the music to blow up. You know what I mean? And it's not doing what I wanted it to do at the time.
So you were not receiving any gigs and
at the time.
Yeah. Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you end up getting frustrated. You're like, okay, Sharp, why am I doing this thing in the first place? Yeah. And that's the question I don't want to ask myself. I don't want to ask myself, why am I doing music? Because I love music. I'll do it for free.
Why didn't you cultivate your skill? Because I feel like from the early stage, you have been doing music, and I feel like that's your skill. You just needed to cultivate it so that maybe you can be exposed to getting gigs and all that.
I've done, like I said, it was blind eating the blind, and I've done literally everything. Yeah, and that I knew to get myself out there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I've done literally everything, but the sad part of everything is that this thing is gate-kept. The industry is very gate-kept. It's not like back then, Back then, if you had talent, then you're in. Now it's more than that. Now it's expectations. There's things you don't know that happen in the industry. It's who you know that can put you on. If you don't know anyone, then you have to do something for someone. That is in that space. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's something that you must do is opposing your principles as a man.
Yeah.
As a person, as a human being, because we all have principles. You know what I mean? There's boundaries. Sometimes they're asking you to cross the line, to get what you want. Are you willing to do it? My answer in that position was no. I'm not willing to cross this line. So it's fine even if I don't get gigs. But it's not like I haven't tried. The industry is very gate-kept. So I had to figure out a way, which is what pushed me to the business side. I wanted to understand the business side. I'm like, okay, cool. So if you're just trying to be the guy that brings the product, you face so much difficulties putting your product in the shelves. But why don't I be the guy that makes the store and the shelves to put the product?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, it felt very powerful. Like, okay, cool. What if I make the store where my music will be sold? What if I'm the one that actually makes my music accessible to the masses? That's when I shifted. The mindset shifted. It was no longer about, okay, Sharp, I just want to do music, it be nice, ngaziwe, famous. It was a thing of, okay, now I want to be the guy that's in business. The talent must be there because I love being creative, like I told you. So
Yeah.
the talent is there, and it will always be there. But I wanted to make space for my talent, you know, and that's when I tapped into the business side of things. And that's where my focus is currently. I still do music 100%, but I don't have pressure anymore.
Yeah, man, that's powerful. That's powerful. So, what are your thoughts on the current trends in the music industry? Are you happy with it, or you have got your own thoughts?
I mean, you see, when it comes to music is subjective at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like everything in the world has its target audience.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
even the wackest music, you know, to you, what sounds whack to you, to me, might be the best thing ever.
I even forgot what genre are you working on?
Currently, it's private school. I'm a piano and house music.
So are you
commercial house
only comfortable with that? So what if
no
someone wants to book you for other genre?
So,
how are you gonna work with that one?
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm a versatile artist.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a very versatile artist, which is why I said in the beginning that I'm anything that I want to be.
Yeah.
You know, I can be anything I want to be. I'm a versatile artist because when I started, I didn't even think I can write a song.
Yeah.
Like, I knew I had a voice, but writing was like, because the reason why I started writing from home to work and from work to home, back home, it was because of, I wanted to challenge myself. I'm like, I don't think I can write a song.
Yeah.
So it was me challenging myself to say, you know what, I will write a song. It took me time. I think my first song took me 3 months to write.
Damn.
3 months of writing it every day. I was writing the song every day for 3 months. It took me 3 months to write my first song. And then the fastest song I've ever written, I've written it in like 30 minutes. Yeah.
When was it?
There's a song, there's a verse. What's the name of the song?
Don't.
Le.
Which one?
Le. There's so many songs. Liam now. By any means. By any means necessary. That verse I wrote in 30 minutes. Less than.
Who produced it? Don.
Don.
Shout out Don.
So I feel like music is subjective. So I'm versatile in that sense. I can do whatever. I can do whatever. So if you want to book me, and the thing is, I've tested this. I've done Afro pop. I've done amapiano skicha. I've done private school amapiano. I've done house, commercial house. I've done deep house. I've done what's this? Electro music, dance hall. You know, pop music. I've done it all.
You've done everything, which means...
And I've rapped. For the longest time, I've rapped. You get what I mean? So I've done it all, yeah. So if you want to book me, I feel like it's a thing of, you have to respect where I'm at. Yeah. If I'm saying currently this is the music that I'm doing, then you have to book me for that. Because it means currently that's the brand I'm trying to push.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Yeah. But if you want to feature me, then you can come with anything, any beat, even jazz.
I'm
sure I
can
do it.
Even jazz?
Bring jazz. That's the only genre I haven't done. Bring it. If someone has jazz out there, guys, I'm ready for jazz.
Guys, this guy is confident in everything.
It got to be, man.
So like, you have got any rituals or routines that helps you tap into your creativity?
Silence, man. You know, when I'm alone, that's when I'm most creative.
Yeah.
When I'm around people, I'm a very present person.
Yeah.
That's my nature. I can't ignore people. I can't be here and not be here.
Yeah.
You know, I can't sit here and be on my phone like this while we...
Yeah.
You know, I'm very present. So that kind of does not allow me to be creative, which is why when I have to be creative, you guys have to be gone and I have to be alone. Immediately someone walks in, Don knows, when he walks in, I switch off the studio. Because I can't work anymore, because he's there. Damn. Even if I try, it's not going to work. You know, so I have to be alone in order for me to be at my most creative.
So, what is the most rewarding aspect
Yeah.
of being an artist?
Rewarding aspect of being an artist.
Yeah.
I feel like trying out new things and actually seeing what you can do. You know, creativity, the nice thing about being an artist is you get to be creative.
Yeah.
And creativity means doing something that has never been done before.
Yeah.
You become innovative in a way. You know, when making a song is like taking a beat. Even the beat itself, that's creativity because you're making something out of nothing. You know what I mean? So actually knowing that you are capable and able to do that, I mean, what's more rewarding than that? What's more powerful? In my own analogy, I don't think there's anything that beats that. Yeah. You know, it's fulfilling to know that, you know what, I as a human being can be like that, because that's what we know God for. Yeah. Creating. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's when you get to your God level. So I feel like that's the most rewarding aspect, just knowing that you can do anything with your mind. Yeah.
So how do you balance the business side of being an entrepreneur with the music industry?
The music does not take much of my time. Music does not take much of my time.
What takes much of your time?
Business. I'm a businessman. I'm a creative entrepreneur. You know, I'm a creative entrepreneur. I use creative because I'm very creative. You see, when it comes
I think we'll get deep into that.
You see, when
on
you
the
come,
next. Yo, damn, that's my alarm. It's for prayer, man. Do you pray?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I have to.
Being for real.
Yeah, you have
Sorry
to.
about that, man.
Nah, no problem. So what was the question again?
I was asking, Ori, how do you balance the business side of being an entrepreneur with the music?
Oh, I said music does not take much of my time because I feel like I'm at a point where I'm focusing on the money. I'm focusing on the money. Me focusing on the money does not mean money is the most important thing in the world, even though it is. But I'm focusing on getting the money so that I don't have to worry about money. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that I can be able to do other things, because I don't want to do other things with money in my mind. I want to get money. You know, I don't want to do that to myself. So I'm trying to get as much money as I can. I'm trying to be as comfortable as I can. Yeah. So that I can, you know, go back and start doing music. But I have more than enough music. Yeah. I have music that can last us the whole day. Like, we can listening to my songs from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. without repeating a song.
So where do we find those songs, man? Where do you find
They are not released because of,
yeah.
Like I said, I was tired of releasing music with expectations. Yeah. You know, I don't want to release music with this thing of, I have to get gigs, I have to do that, I have to do... No. I was like, you know what, let me put the dropping on hold so that I can create the store I was telling you about and the shelves to put my music.
So that you can, man, yeah.
Do you get me? I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush, but I do want to do music for the fun of it, because I enjoy being creative.
Yeah. So what are the upcoming projects or collaborations that you are excited about?
Musically or...
Musically, yeah.
Like I said, man, like music is something that I decided to put on hold, but I think when the right time comes, I'm gonna feature anyone and everyone that I can possibly think of. Yeah, unless they have beef with me, of course. But it's not.
Can you mention?
But it's not gonna be because of I'm not good. Yeah. Nah, maybe it's because of beef. You know, you never know. You know, some people can hate you for no reason. Yo. Like, hey, I don't know. I don't like how he's dark. Yeah. And then they hate you for that. Damn. You know what I mean? But the artist that I would like to work with, Msaki. Yeah. Msaki is brilliant, man. Msaki is phenomenal. Yeah. And I would like to work with Black Coffee. In SA, right? Or internationally.
In SA.
Black Coffee and Daluong. But I feel like it's not like before, man. I wanted to work with him at that time. You remember that time?
Yeah.
I wanted to work with him then.
I mean, I don't want to say much about it.
Yeah, I wanted to work with him at that
So
time.
how do you measure success as an artist, and what goals do you have for your future work?
How do I measure success as an artist?
Yeah.
Yo. You see, that question is. I feel like it's broad, but let me cut it.
Yeah.
So in terms of success, you can measure your success in numbers.
Yeah.
And you can measure your success as an artist, as a musician. Let me put it that way. By the number of lives you change with your music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it depends on your aspect of success. Like, what do you see as success? If what you think success is the numbers. If you think success is the numbers, then if you get numbers, then you are successful.
Yeah.
But if success for you is changing people's lives through your music, then which is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Then that's how I measure success. If someone comes to me and says, "Yo, bro, I was feeling like this, but when I listened to your song, it changed everything for me."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing. You know. So for me, that's how I measure success. It's about the number of lives I can change with my music.
Yeah, let's go to the business side. Can you please share the background of how you became an entrepreneur? We want to know the origin of
why I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So growing up, I never knew what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
As a kid, Okay, thank you, brother. Cheers. So as a kid, I never knew what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to be super wealthy. Extremely wealthy. That's all I knew.
Yeah.
So even when I chose my course after high school, it was mainly because of that. Because when I checked, I'm not the type of guy that can wear boots to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I checked the field, and I don't like touching blood. I don't like blood.
Yeah.
So I can't be a doctor.
Yeah.
Right. So when I was done with high school and I had to go to varsity, I looked at all the courses and I was like, okay. And I researched, what's the most highest paying job that I can go to wearing a suit?
Yeah.
Because that's me, man. I just like looking clean. So I saw, accounting. You have to be accountant, auditor, what. So that's why I tapped into accounting. So it was always about being extremely wealthy. I just want to help people. You know what I mean? I want to live lavish and still be able to help a lot of people. You know, I just want to do the most, Joke. I want to leave this earth at least in Sizabandababo my 50,000. Change 50,000 lives before leaving earth. You know what I mean? So as a kid, it was a thing of, I don't know what I want to be. Career day, grade 7. What do you want to be?
Yeah.
I'm there. My parents are asking me, how are you going to dress up tomorrow because it's career day? I'm like, I don't know what I want to be.
Yeah.
I told her straight up, I don't know what I want to be, but I want to have a lot of money. So my mom borrowed a briefcase next door. It's like, that's what a lot of people with a lot of money have. Back then.
Yeah.
I was like, I had a briefcase. And I felt good because it was like, okay, now I have a briefcase. It means I have a lot of money. And I had a tie on. And I remember going to class that day. It was a Friday. I'm being for real. So I remember it was a Friday. I had my briefcase there.
Yeah.
And then everyone was doing their presentation, telling the teacher what they want to be, telling the class. And I was there and I was there with my briefcase in front. I was short. I was like this in grade 7. I put my briefcase down. The briefcase is this big. Put the briefcase down. I'm like, what do you want to... They say, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, I want to have a lot of money that I'm going to put in this bag. I literally said that. I want to have a lot of money that I'm going to put in this bag. I want it full of money. You know what I mean? And then I opened the briefcase. I put it on the table. And the teacher was like, what is he talking What is he talking about? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to be.
Oh, man.
You know, because I really didn't know what I wanted to be. But one thing I knew and that I learned early is that you can't be the wealth that I wanted. working for someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I knew that I had to have something of my own. I didn't know what it was gonna be, but growing up and having to go through stuff kind of made me, open to being an entrepreneur and a businessman, because an entrepreneur, more than anything, is someone that solves problems. Because I experienced a lot of problems. Like I said, the problem of not being able to get my music out there. So the solution was, I'll be the store. I'll be the publisher. I'll be everything. So that I can put my music out there. And as I put my music out there, I'll be helping others put their music out there. You know what I mean? So that's how I became an entrepreneur, by solving problems. But the main thing is the main thing. I wanted to have a lot of money. That's one thing that is always inside the briefcase. I put it on the table in grade 7. They know.
Yeah, man. So do you still remember the biggest challenges that you faced when you were starting the business?
I'm involved in a lot of things. Biggest challenges, parents, number one, because I started a business when I was back in Sahlalikaya.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you go back to school? What are you doing?
Nice.
Hey, I'm starting a brand. You see, this brand is gonna make a lot of money. The name of the brand is Billieyon. Billieyon is gonna make me billions. You know what I mean? I'm gonna become a billionaire. Like, no, go to school. There's nothing like billions. Billions don't exist.
There's nothing like that.
No, relax. Go to school. Get whatever you get married and what. No, billions. I'm gonna have billions. Nobody understood me, which I do get. You know what I mean? As black people, we were meant to believe that, the only way, if you've made it, is when you have a car and a house. For me, that's not. That's getting by. For me. For someone else, it might be success. That's cool. That's easy to attain. So I would say, if that's your dream, then shout out, because everyone at home, you'll have the support. Everyone will support you. If you say you want a house and a get married, house and car, everyone supports you. Everyone supports you because they're used to it. They know it. So now you come in, you're telling us about billions. What is this one talking about? And they start giving you nicknames like Bill Gates. Don't laugh. I'm telling you. Bill Gates. You see, now they're mocking you. You know what I mean? So those are the challenges, not having the people that will actually benefit, not having them support you, because you do it not only trust me, if you want to be a billionaire, it's not for you.
Yeah.
Because come on, what will I do with billions? Let's be honest. It's for me and for them and for everyone else. You know what I mean? But the same people you're doing it for are the ones that are going to mock you.
What do you want to do with billions?
I want to help people, bro. So number one, I want to live lavish. I don't want to lie. That part I have to make clear. Me, I want to live lavish. I want to wake up today on a Monday and say, you know what? There's a new Lambo. I got an email. There's a new Lambo. So there's an exhibition and it's a 1 of 1 or there's 10 in the world. Mr. Lincoln, would you like to come and, view it? If you like it, you can be, buy one for like 50 million rand. I'm like, okay, cool, 50 million rand. Why not? It's fine. But I'm being honest. That's genuinely how I feel. Yeah. That's genuinely how I feel.
And looking back, what would you do differently if you could start over?
If I could start over?
Yeah.
Trying to make people understand. I'm done making people understand.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's a matter of, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, still doesn't change a thing, because people will never understand. I've met so many people that think they know what success is, but when I tell them what my vision of success is, it's like, I'm talking about people with mansions. Yeah, they tell you you're too optimistic. Yeah, I'm like, bro, you have a mansion. You're from the hood. You're telling me it's too optimistic. How? If you were able to obtain that, don't you think you can get more? You know, and it's not a matter of greed, because at the end of the day, I'm doing it for other people as well.
Why do you feel like you want to help these people so bad?
Because that's the only thing you can do for people. You can help them. Instead of trying to make people understand, help them. Because some people are here to be helped. No, let's not get that wrong. It does not come from an arrogant place. But some people are just here to be helped. I'm also here to be helped. You know what I mean? Because I can't become a billionaire without people at the end of the day. You know.
Yeah, you need people to make
I need people to get that money. You know what I mean? So I need people that are gonna, you know, I need a PA. I need someone that's gonna, you know, handle my bookings. I need someone that's gonna handle my finances. I need people at the end of the day. I can't do it alone. That's a fact. But I wanna help people because I'm one person that I look out for people a lot. You know, and I get touched by other people's situations. You know, I see someone and I'm like, sure, marathon life why me live so. I go, Uban ban leuna 500 billion. But there's someone living like this.
How do you even get this information?
Which information?
This would like maybe someone has got 500 billion.
Yeah.
Like you spend your day researching about people who has got 500 billion, who has got this much. So that's how you work. That's how you do daily.
First, you know, the thing is, sometimes when you want something, you have to look at the people that have done it before.
Yeah.
You know, they might not have done it the way you want it to be done, but you have to look at people that have done it before you.
Yeah.
You know, so I definitely do look at people so that I can show people, because at first I used to explain, I want to be like this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes you have to show people that this one made it and he made it like this. So you must believe in me because this one made it and I'm also going to do it like this.
Like that, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it's a thing of, now, I'm losing my train of thoughts. Konje, what was the question?
I know, let's go back again. I was asking Ore, and looking back, what would you do differently if you could start over?
Oh, I already said that, you know, explaining to people and trying to convince people that it can happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Making people understand that, you know what, I'm this guy and it's gonna happen. I'm gonna become a billionaire. You know what I mean? So that's something that I would change. You know, if I would go back, it'll be a thing of, let me just do my thing, whether they understand it or not, because they're not meant to understand it. How many billionaires do you know?
A lot, man.
You know a lot?
I know a lot.
I don't know any.
You don't know any?
I know
maybe which means the research that I do, it's wrong.
I know.
I don't even want to mention this.
I know of them. I don't know them.
You see, that's how I know them.
Oh, you know of them?
Yes. That's
because my question was, do you know them?
Bro.
You don't know them. You know of
which
them.
Means
because if you know them,
then
you'd probably be worth maybe 1 billion. I don't know how much you're worth. You might be worth 1 billion yan. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, how many billionaires do you know? How many billionaires do you see walking past Bram?
I haven't seen one, man. But
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's that thing of, I wouldn't try explaining to people, because it's not like it's your regular Joe that works past every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people only see that on TV, so they don't believe it exists.
Why?
Why don't people believe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why?
Honestly, I don't know. I wish I understood. I'm asking myself the same question. Like, why?
But you know, in the business world, I've learned that each and every business is successful because of a team.
Yeah.
So you have got a team which is being behind your success.
So the thing is what? I've had people that I've worked with, but competence is the problem. You see, when you're working with someone that wants to achieve what I want to achieve, then you must know there's going to be a lot of pressure there. You know, it's not a thing of we're going to work when we want to.
Yeah.
You know, some people believe we have to work for a huge entity so that we can work like normal people. But when they work for something that is a startup, they believe, I can relax whenever I want. I'll deliver whenever. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. Currently, I don't have a team, but I outsource a lot. You know, I have people that, when I have a project, I have people that I work with for that particular project, and then done. And then everyone gets paid from that. And then I work with another team. And then when that project is done, everyone gets paid and remunerated accordingly. And then so forth and so forth. Until I find someone that actually understands what I'm trying to do. See, when I find someone that understands what I'm trying to do and believes in it and is as hardworking as I am, then I'll say, yeah, let's do it as a team. But currently the team I have is myself and Don, because we into a lot of businesses together.
Yeah. So what is it that you rely on to change your life? Are you into books, or there's something that you'd say, Uri, each and every day, I'm watching these to motivate me, or what like how would you explain that?
So what I would say is silence and peace. I rely on that a lot.
Yeah.
I have a very quick mind. You see what I'm about to say. I don't know if you'd get it, or anyone out there that was gonna be watching this podcast is gonna get it. But peace and quietness, it helps me a lot with figuring everything out. I am a true believer that everything you need in life is within you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just have to listen.
Yeah.
You just have to take time and be alone, and those thoughts will come to you. You know, don't be alone and think about mapaseka. No, it's not gonna work. Not that. When you're alone, think about your life and what you're trying to achieve. God is gonna give you the answers. I'm not really much of a reader. I do read from time to time, but I haven't finished a book in my life. You know what I mean? But all the knowledge that I've acquired through experience, and I've acquired the knowledge through, you know, that piece that I'm telling you about, being in a quiet place and being alone. And really, I can sit like this and you might think this guy's just lazing around in the city. Bro, I'm thinking. Trust me, I'm thinking.
Why don't you open yoga classes? I think, is it
yoga? No, I'm not a meditator. I don't meditate, I think.
Bro, I feel like you spend your time more on thinking. So like it's more related to meditating.
The thing is what? I have a creative mind. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I have a creative mind, and I'm only creative when I'm seated alone. You see, if you can sit, if you can maybe say something now and then leave and then allow me to sit alone. When you come back, I'll have 1,000 ideas for you regarding that one thing that you said before you left. Because when I sit down, I think a lot, and my mind creates things on its own. I think God is here somewhere.
Yeah, I think God is working. Yeah, He's always here. So
He helps me out. I believe God helps me out a lot, you know, in terms of like navigating life itself, you know. Yeah.
So what is that? What is the one thing? What is one of the best or most worthwhile investment you have ever made? It could be an investment of money, time, or anything that you could mention.
I've invested in a person.
Yeah.
That's the investment that I've done. I've invested in people.
Yeah.
I've invested in people, and investment in people doesn't necessarily mean giving them money and buying them. I believe I've invested in relationships. That's the most worthwhile investment that I've done. I've invested in relationships. That's the most valuable thing you can actually invest in as a human being. You know, most people underestimate the power of having a good circle around you, a good circle of people around you. I believe I've invested too much in the brotherhood of me and Don. You know, that's currently something that I value the most in my life. You know what I mean? I've invested in that brotherhood, and I mean, it excites me every day, bro. It excites me every day because me and my brother, we share ideas, we share visions. It's like what he wants is what I want, which is kind of like scary sometimes. I'm like, is this guy listening to me when I think? Is
That's
this
what
guy
I've said back then.
He's
You
listening
guys,
to my thoughts, this one. I'm like, no, you can't be listening to my thoughts like that. Like sometimes I'm having a conversation with myself. Like sitting like this quietly. And then I stand up and I want to go tell him something. And he tells me what I was about to tell him.
I know, guys.
I'm being for real. As crazy as it sounds, he tells me what I was about to tell him. And I'm like, what? How? Like, are you listening to me think? But the most worthwhile investment is investing in relationships. You know, it's a pity we try to invest in other relationships, but like I said, some people don't understand, and I don't understand why. You know what I mean? Because some people think you're crazy or you're childish when you want billions. Like, because I remember I had an interview at some point in Durban. It was a phone call interview with the radio station. So it was about my brand Billieyon. And then they asked me, okay, so what does the Billieyon stand for? And I was explaining, and I told them about me wanting to be a billionaire. And then immediately, actually, when I mentioned that I want to be a billionaire, the lady changed the tone of her voice because she doesn't know me in person. She changed the tone of her voice and she spoke to me like she's speaking to a child. I'm being honest. Because she's like, man, how cute.
How did you feel about that?
You want to be... I understood it because it happened at a time where now I understand.
Oh, she thought you're a child and then you're thinking of...
No, it's like, kids. You know how kids are. Kids, there's no limit when you're a kid. You want to be a billionaire. I want to push this building. Me, my father's going to hit this building and it's going to fall. It's going to collapse. You know what I mean? That's how kids think. Kids don't have limitations. You know what I mean? They think of and everything exists in their mind. So when a kid say they want to be a billionaire, they believe it, trust me. So with adults, there's this thing of reasoning. Now you want to reason. Oh, I'm looking at my salary. I'm earning 15K. And with this 15K, I have 4 kids. This one goes to school, and this one goes to school, and this one is crèche, and this one is a newborn baby. So now I have to split this 15,000. The father is not there. You know what I mean? So after this, I have to go to work. Now I'm left with 1,000. No, I'm not going to be a billionaire. Because that's how you're thinking, right? So that's being an adult. But when you're a kid... the only thing you're thinking is just possibilities. You know what I mean? Like when you see Hulk, the reason why kids watch Hulk and get excited is because they see this big green guy. They're like, yo, did you see him? You know what I mean? And then they actually believe that thing is happening for real. And that's one thing you can take away from a kid and that you can apply in your own life as an adult. It works, trust me. So she kind of had that thing of, shame. This young man believes he can be a billionaire. He must be a child for believing that. Because only kids have that non-limiting belief of anything can happen. The only thing kids don't believe is dying. They don't believe they can die. That's the only thing kids... That's why thinking like a kid is important, because kids don't believe they can die, but they believe everything else. That's why when someone dies and you're a kid, you're like, what? like another kid died. Like, how did a kid die, bro? Like a kid died. I'm being honest. So yeah. So she kind of thought that was a kid. So it is what it is. So at this point, I don't really try to make people understand about what I'm trying to do.
So what challenged you to become exposed to different business industries?
Challenges. Every industry has its own challenges. Entertainment is gate-kept, very much so. Entertainment is gate-kept. And another thing is being a good-looking guy. Hey, did I say being a good-looking guy? Okay, maybe I am a good-looking guy. Let's just
They'll comment, guys.
Let's just say
you can comment.
Let's just say I'm a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
So being a good-looking guy and trying to be in business. So there's this stereotype that good-looking guys don't have anything to offer. I'm being for real. Like when someone approaches you on IG, guy or woman, they just want you to be there looking good.
Yeah.
That's what they want from you. You know what I mean? People don't believe good-looking guys can actually bring something to the table.
Yeah.
And I don't blame people for thinking that way, because most good-looking guys think that way.
Yeah.
They think I just have to exist, look good, go to the gym, have a nice six-pack, and look good, nice skin, cut everything, then everything is going to come to me. You know what I mean? So the challenges that I face is that, let's say I'm a good-looking guy. As a good-looking guy, when you approach, when you set up a meeting with someone and you want to discuss business, they don't take you seriously.
Yeah.
They do not take you seriously, especially when you're discussing something that does not have anything to do with entertainment or how you look. It has something to do with what you can provide.
Yeah.
They don't take you seriously. I don't know. Maybe they think we're busy with skincare routines that we don't think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's that stereotype. So I feel like that's something that I've faced a lot. You know, people don't take you seriously. You know, until you show them that you're actually serious. And sometimes you bore them by doing that, because what they see in you is that, I just want this cute boy to do 1, 2, 3. And then now you're coming there with your smart brain. You're telling them that, okay, now you bring the proposals and whatnot. Like, can't. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a thing of, they get disappointed at times that, okay, you're not what I thought you were. But, okay, it's impressive, but that's not what I wanted. You know, I wanted you to just wear I have an underwear brand. I want you to wear my underwear and just look good in it. That's what I want. So the difficulties, I would say, is people not expecting you to be, you know, a valuable business partner. Nah.
So because you are telling me you are a good looking guy, how did you tap, or how did you get into the modeling industry?
I'm telling you.
No, like
I'm telling you, I'm good looking. I said, let's say.
No, okay. I want to know, how were you? How did you receive like the endorsement and all that, become part of the stores and all that? I want to know how you reached that level.
Trial and error also at the same time. It was a thing of, okay, don't I want to be that guy in the billboard? The thing is, I wanted everything growing up. As much as I didn't know what I wanted, but I wanted everything. Let me get everything. Why not? You know, I can get the money, but okay, the money is not enough. I want everything, because there's like a lot of people with money that you actually meet and you're like, how did this one get money? And they have a lot.
Yeah.
And when you sit with them and talk to them, you're like, how did this guy get money? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, after the conversation I had with them, no. It's not make sure. Like, icon. How did this guy get money? You know? So I was like, no, I don't want to be those guys. I want to be one of those guys when I have money, you must understand how I got money. Because when I speak to you, like, from what you get from me, you can tell that that's why this guy has money. And that's why this guy has this type of body. And that's why this guy has this mentality. And that's why this guy has this swag. And that's why I want everything to be obvious. That's why. I don't want people to be disappointed when they see me. So how I got into the modeling space was, bro, I want to look good. I want to look good. I want to be in a position where I want to have abundance when it comes. I want to have choice, bro. When it comes to honeys, I just want to pick and choose. Not you, that one. Not you, that one. No, move you. The other one. You know what I mean? I just wanted to have choice. You know, that's what people that are wealthy have. You know, they have choice, freedom of choice. They choose anything. They choose how they spend their time. If you a person that works 9 to 5, I'm not putting this in a bad way. Don't take it wrong. If you're working a 9 to 5, you don't do what you want when you want. Let's be honest. Your boss wants you there at 9. At 9, you must be there.
That's how it is.
As a matter of fact, you must be there at 10 to 9. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be that guy that has a boss that is waiting for him to be there at 10 to 9. And I don't want to be the guy that has a girl that is threatening him that he will leave him if he doesn't buy the bag. You know what I mean? I want to be the guy that, bro, I make my own money. At any given time, I can wake up at 9. I can wake up at 1. You know, I'll have R1 million coming into my account. I can want to feel like, if I feel like Dubai, I want to go to Dubai now. You know, Donna, let's fly Dubai, private jet, same time, shoo. You know what I mean? And then if I feel like I don't want to be the girl, you know how bad it is. Have you ever been in a situation where there's a guy that they're threatening him, bro? Like the girls are threatening him. Like this one girl, she's pretty net, but she's threatening him. Yeah. You understand? And this guy is just holding on to that relationship because the guys are giving him compliments that the girl is pretty. You know, it's just holding on. Like, I don't want to lose this. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the type of guy that says, okay, cool. You want to leave?
Leave. Which means you are nonchalant.
You see, that's the word I don't like. I don't even know. I don't even know what it means.
You don't care. Simply, you just don't care. If she's leaving, she's leaving. So but that's how it is.
It doesn't mean I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a thing of, what's the point of keeping someone that wants to leave? You know what I mean? Because that's what most bros are doing.
Yeah.
If you're trying to keep something that wants to leave, then you have to pay the price for it. Because it wants to leave. And you want to... It's like, I want to be somewhere else and you want me to be here. You must pay me. Because I want to be there. And you want me to be here. You must pay me. If you don't want to pay me, I'm going there. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Am I wrong?
I don't.
Am I wrong? Yeah, I want to be there. You want me to be here. Why must I be here? Okay, I'm going to ask you this question. I want to be there. I want to be there.
Yeah.
You want me to be here. Why must I be here? Explain.
I don't know, man. I don't have anything to say.
Exactly. It's a thing of, you can't keep what wants to leave. Especially when you're dealing with humans. You see, when you're dealing with like products like this bottle here.
Yeah.
You see this bottle?
Yeah.
If I want to take this bottle, can't make decisions. If I want to take it, if you want to take it, it just goes wherever. But when you're dealing with human beings have thoughts. They know what they want.
Yeah, definitely.
A woman knows what she wants. A woman wants to go to that guy with the 6-pack, and you want to keep her. So you must pay. Why do sugar daddies pay women to be with them? It's because women don't want them. So because you want us and we don't want you, you must pay. Do you think women make everyone pay? Is that what you think?
I don't think like that.
Go to the woman that makes the other guys pay.
Yeah.
Give her the guy she wants and see if she will make that guy pay. Do that research. See if she'll make that guy pay. Trust me, she'll never. In fact, she'll take money from the rich guy and give this one that she wants. Yeah. It depends.
Man,
women are different. She's only a gold digger for the guy that she doesn't like.
Man, how would you feel if maybe you have a hand and then she's going to Don? Don is a sugar daddy. And then she's just collecting cash from Don. You don't even know what's happening on the private space.
Yeah.
And then she's coming back to you, giving you the man. How would you feel?
It depends how I feel about the hand. If I love the hand, then I'm not gonna allow it. If I don't care and I'm just enjoying the benefits, then I don't mind.
Bro.
Yeah. I don't mind. I'm enjoying the benefits. You must know what you want. If a woman comes to me and all I want is the benefits, the things that I benefit from her, maybe she has whatever and she gets money from wherever and she can bring it. That's what I want. Then why must I be asking questions? Where are you getting this money? No. That's not what I'm there for. I'm not there to build. But if I'm there to build, she's not going anywhere. Done for what? For who? She's not going anywhere. So what women don't fail to understand is that if a guy truly loves you and values you, the guy will be extremely strict. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's powerful.
If I don't care, then just
viewers, you can hear by yourself what I.
Yeah.
I mean, So were you? I think by the time you were endorsed by Adidas, were you being paid, or you were just a brand ambassador? I don't even know how to.
It was it was an Adidas shoot under Skipper Bar.
Oh.
So it was mainly Skipper Bar that was doing it for
Oh, okay.
for a bill. It was a billboard shoot, basically. I understand.
Yeah,
And they wanted someone that's gonna be on billboards in their stores. So they approached me out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't believe it. That was my first gig. I was like, Adidas? Me? No, maybe they made a mistake. And then I kind of like chilled.
How did they contact you? They sent you an email?
No, a DM on Instagram.
On Instagram?
Yeah. Yeah, they sent me a DM.
Don't I?
Yeah, they sent me a DM on Instagram. They're like, hey, man, we'd like to work with you. We skip a bar and we want to do an Adidas shoot with you, a billboard shoot. I was like, no, maybe these people are making a mistake because it was my first time. But at the same time, I was like, no, it's really happening. Because I wanted to make sure now that the page is for real, is the real page. I Googled it.
Yeah.
And it was legit. So, oh, that was the most exciting.
Did you call them to confirm or?
No, I didn't call them.
You texted back?
I texted back. It was on IG.
Yeah, so, I mean, didn't you? I get you said you researched. So you didn't have.
No, I researched on Google.
Yeah.
I was like, skip Papa Instagram account.
Didn't you find the numbers?
The same account appeared on Google.
Oh, and then
so I was like, guys, the one. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. And that's when I actually realized that the less you work, the more you get paid. Imagine, you come in the morning, there's breakfast. After this breakfast, there's a guy holding an umbrella for you so that you don't burn. And then after that is clothes. Does this fit you well? Wow. And then you're wearing your stuff and you're changing and you're just posing and taking pictures. And then you get for just 2 hours, it was 4 hours actually. And then you get so much money. I was like, I've never gotten this working 3 months every day.
How much was it?
I was working.
Bro, like I wanna get into the industry. How much was it?
It was adequate.
Laughing.
I can never disclose that, but yeah, it was enough.
How enough, man, guys?
It was enough because, like I'm saying, I've never gotten that amount of money that I got in 4 hours of doing literally posing and being treated like a king. Like you treated like a king and you're posing. Do you want water, sir? Do you want this? Then and you're getting so much. And then I remembered back when I used to work at Macro. Hey, why is that there? Why are you sitting down? Why are you? And then I would not get that, and I was there every single day. I was like, okay, so the less you work, the more you get paid. The harder you work, the less you get paid.
Yeah, man.
So at that point, I understood it. Man. So it was kind of fun to experience because I was thinking to myself, so there's people that actually live like this, for real. Like on a day-to-day, they just go from this way to that gig and they treat it like kings. There's food, there's drinks, there's everything. VIP treatment everywhere they go. And they get a lot of money for doing nothing, literally.
You just get there like, but maybe let's say, for example, they call you around early in the morning to say you need to prepare for your photo shoot around this time. So you just get there with nothing, and then they're gonna treat you with everything.
You playing. You just get there. You just get there, you chill, and then they're like,
guys are
okay,
eating fresh,
here's
man,
breakfast here. Even acting is the same thing. It's just that acting is long hours.
Yeah.
But modeling is the best. We have food here for you guys. You eat. And then they're like, okay, cool. Here's your first outfits. And here's the second outfit and third outfit. And then, okay, you can go change. What's up? You go, you change, and then you come back and then like fix you so that you look good. And then they make up here and there. And then go stand there, pose like this. You just listen to the photographer. Pose like that, cut, pictures. next outfit, pictures. Do you need water? Yes, I need water. Juice, anything. Boom. Pictures. The next thing, you're on a billboard and you have a lot of money.
A lot of money, not just money.
You're on a billboard with a lot of money. Yeah, so I realized, I'm like, okay, so this is how, the more I promise you, I've worked the hardest for only 3.5 a month. The hardest. Like the type of work that when you get home, you want to sleep.
Oh.
And throughout, while you're working, you feel like number last. No one respects you, even the way they address you. Some people call you like this. Hey, come here. How much is this?
Yes.
I'm like, yo, for 3.5, this. I'm like, nah, something is not right here. So I had to quit my job. Still, people don't understand. You have to tell your, like, obviously when you quit your job, you have to tell your people that that you might need help from after quitting your job. Yeah. So I had to tell my mom that, makoko ayisebenzi la yini. Manje uzwenzani uzohlala. Like, man, it's not gonna work. You know, it doesn't make sense. 3.5 for this. This. I can't. I'm not doing it.
So the most interesting thing about modeling is they offer you everything that you want. So what do you do also with the clothes that they give you? Let's say maybe...
No, sometimes they don't give you clothes, unfortunately.
They don't give you. You just
sometimes
get there and shoot.
And then they want them back. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. You know what? They tell you they're going to take those clothes and put it on mannequins. Yeah, they're going to dress up the mannequins with those clothes. So that's what they tell you. Sometimes you don't get the clothes. Sometimes you do get the clothes.
Have you ever once received some clothes?
Clothes? Yeah, I have. I have, but usually they don't.
Why, man?
I think it's because I've been getting like modeling gigs instead of like brand ambassadorship. Because as a brand ambassador, yes, you have to get the product. You know, because you have to show people how the product is used and whatnot. But as a model, they also, modeling is like basically using as a living mannequin. It's like you are a mannequin, but a one that is alive. You know what I mean? Because people see clothes on a mannequin and they're like, this outfit is nice. But when they see clothes on an actual person, that's when they know. Because you see, I'm dark skinned. Yeah. When someone dark skinned sees me wearing something, then they know it's gonna suit them. Oh. Because same target market, same tone, same body shape. It's gonna sit well on me. You know what I mean? Because no one has the same body shape as a mannequin. Yeah, so yeah.
So do you have got a brands in mind that you want to work with?
A lot.
Can you mention 3 at least?
3? A lot.
Or 5?
Givenchy. The thing is, they're competing brands. So I would say, I would mention 5. I can work with any one of them. Givenchy, Balmain, THA.
Yeah. Definitely THA.
I'm still waiting for my stuff from THA. Yeah. By the way, guys, I'm THA's brand ambassador.
Yeah, I saw.
I am. Yeah. So they take time to deliver my packages. They take time but it's fine. We'll fix it. It's not a problem. So THA, Balmain, Givenchy, Salvato Patagalli, and Roberto Poteslian.
Hey, what's that?
It's a brand.
From where?
Italy.
Guys.
Yeah.
You guys are working on. I
feel like I feel like other brands is just put on a pedestal for no.
Yeah. So
I feel like it's just hype. Yeah.
So when it comes to your brand, Billieyon, like, who is behind the design? I wanted And you showed me you were behind the design, and yes,
I'm the one designing I'm a creative, like I said. I see a lot of things in my mind, you know. I'm not spiritually gifted, but I'm a creative. Sometimes I dream about designs and I wake up in the morning and I design it on my phone.
Yeah.
And then I put it out there. So I'm the one designing everything you see on Billieyon currently. And a time will come where I have to take that job and give it to someone else. But currently, I'm the one that's designing literally everything from Billieyon, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the all-white party, which is happening on the 26th of April.
Yeah.
What's happening there? Hey, what's going on?
There, people are going to be wearing white, number one. Everyone is going to be wearing white. I feel like all white parties, there's people do all white parties for different reasons, but mainly I feel like all white is for the clean. And you know what they say about cleanliness? Cleanliness is next to godliness. You know what I mean? And I know that verse, the Bible was written so that we can interpret it the way we feel like. You know what I mean? Because the pastor can tell you what he feels like God was saying. But God might not be saying the same thing to you.
Yeah.
You know, cleanliness is next to godliness. If you love yourself, then you'll be able to love others. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to love yourself first so that you can be able to love other people. So the all white party is for clean people. Number one. It's not from white to brown party. No. It's all white. So all along you must be white. Number one. So it's for clean people, and clean people are people that love themselves. And if you love yourself, then you want the best for yourself. And if you want the best for yourself, then you're my type of person. Because I'm the type of person that wants the best for himself. You know what I mean? So the all white party is for people that want the best for themselves. It's a place, it's an event where we inspire each other, right? My brother Don has a brand. I have a brand. We're celebrating the anniversaries of the brand. His brand has its 2nd year anniversary of THA and its 3rd year anniversary of Billieyon. So
that's why you even I saw on the poster it was the all white party was sponsored by THA and
Billieyon. So mainly it's because of that we're celebrating. That's the main reason why there's an all white party. To begin with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But we want to celebrate with people that are like us. We are clean people. So we want clean people to be a part of this event. So if you are clean, then please be a part of this event. This event is for you. If you love yourself, then definitely be a part of this.
We'll be
so
there.
That's the reason why we're doing this all-white party. So what was happening is we're actually celebrating Billieyon and THA. It hasn't been easy, but we've pushed. Some brands close down immediately they open. Immediately they get established, they already closed. For us to push 2-3 years, that shows that there's resilience and persistence. So we're celebrating ourselves for pushing as hard as we could, and we're also celebrating the new stuff that are coming. THA has new releases, and Billieyon has new stuff that we're releasing soon. So if you're going to be part of the all white, then you'll be able to purchase the new stuff before they get into the digital stores or so it's an all white party where we're celebrating those two brands and also getting together and networking more than anything, because at the end of the day, like I said, the different industries are gate kept. So you only get in if you know people. So how do you know people? You get to know people by actually networking and getting to know people and meeting people. So that's a great place to meet people. So if you can meet people there, God knows what can happen afterwards.
So what goals are you currently pursuing right now, both of you guys?
Goals?
Yeah.
Money. A lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money, like money. We don't want to. The thing is, people sit here and lie. I don't want to sit here and lie. A lot of money.
You want money?
Yeah, a lot of money. And I know. I don't know what verse it is or chapter, but but I feel like not having it is even worse, because people that don't have it are the ones that are doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And people that are greedy. I think greed is the root of all evil. You know, so we're not greedy, number one, but we do want a lot. So we're doing our best to have a lot. But it doesn't mean now we're gonna kill people because and Donna, this plan is not working. You know, so and so must die now because of our plan is not working. No, that's not what it means. But what I'm saying is the plan is to make a lot of money, because whatever we have in mind can only work when there's a lot of funds available. You know what I mean? So if there's like 10 million, then we'll be able to do certain things and exciting things.
Speaking figures, man.
Exciting things, yeah. So if you have 10 million and you would like to invest in what we do, then yeah, definitely. We got you. Yeah.
So in closing, while we are closing, so where can people go and learn more about you? Do you have got a favorite social media platform?
If you want to know me, I don't think you can know me through social media. Because on social media, I just post pictures. And then sometimes I go live and become goofy because that's what people love.
Yeah.
You know, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's who I am. I have that side. You know, like I said, like I said, I'm a guy that always wanted to be everything. I'm coming for everything, literally. It's not just about the money. It's about the personality. It's about the aura. It's about the swag, everything. You know what I mean? So if you want to know me, just watch this interview. Yeah, because I feel like here I'm being myself and I'm telling you guys exactly something that I wouldn't put out on social media like that. You know, I don't put myself out on social media like that. I only put the product out on social media, which is everything that I've invested in. You know, be it the music, be it the brand, Linkinliss brand, be it THA, every work that I've done, that's what I put out on social media. I put out the work on social media. And then also on TikTok, I do show my body from time to time just to inspire a lot of people to say, you know what, if you do it, if you work hard, you can actually get it. And the comments are, you know, proof that, you know, sometimes if you work hard, certain things become easy. Because at some point in my life, I didn't think women can be so willing. They're willing.
Are you even seeing someone? I feel like this question I can't ask Don only. Are you currently seeing someone?
I see a lot of people from day to day, but if that's what you're asking me, yes,
are you dating? A lot of are you dating?
Dating.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, I don't think it's safe to put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it's safe to say I'm dating.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might be dating someone that is not dating you, or you might be dating someone else's girlfriend, or you might be getting to know someone else that you're not supposed to be getting to know. So all I can say is that so far there's interesting people. There's very interesting people. There are people that are very interesting that I've come across, and hopefully we can make it official with those people. But with one of those people, let me put it that way. But there's a lot of interesting people that I'm meeting from time to time, and hopefully God has a plan. You see, the thing is, I'm a prayer. I'm a guy that prays a lot, so I might meet a girl that is extremely attractive and not do anything with her because of maybe God is trying to save me from something, because I pray a lot. You know, she might be interested in me, but nothing happens. I'm interested in her. She's interested in me, but nothing happens because maybe God is trying to protect either one of us, maybe her from me or me from her, you know? So, yeah, I feel like I feel like when the right time comes, maybe I might see someone, but currently, currently it's like that. Like,
who's the girl on your Insta?
Which girl on my Insta?
The one you posted even on the Valentine's Day.
Oh, nah. So here's what I do, guys. I'm a model, like I've mentioned before. So some girls, not some girls, but some people see me for different jobs, bro. Like someone might say, Joe, I've always wanted to shoot with you, Wanga. Yeah, I understand. Why don't Kenya please have a Valentine's Day shoot with you? I'll pay for everything, bro.
Okay.
You know, if someone asks you nicely and you think the pictures are gonna be nice, then why not? Why not? So I'm not dating the girl on my IG. Nah, I'm not. Not in a bad way, but I'm not. I'm not dating her, but she is a girl that I really respect. And I really appreciate her for appreciating me the way she does. Because out of everyone in the world, she wanted to have her Valentine's Day shoot with me. She was like, you know what? That's the guy. She had a vision. Out of everyone that she knows, there's no way I'm the only guy she knows. Like, how many guys are on IG?
I'm not sure, man.
There's a lot, right? But she was like, that's the guy I want for my shoot. You know, I want him. And who am I to say, no, why do you want to shoot with me? You know what I mean? It was a thing of, okay, cool. You want us to shoot, then why not? I'm here. Yeah. But now the thing is, now I have to answer questions. That's the only problem.
Because even on the comments, it was like, congratulations and all that. I was like, this guy's not even responding. What's going on?
But what about the other white girl that I shot with? Why don't you ask me about it? Oh, I don't deserve a white girl.
No, man, no, not like that. Not like that.
Why are you not asking about the white one?
Okay, who's the white girl?
Did you see the white girl?
I saw.
So why are you not asking about her?
No, I agree. I was starting by this one.
Yeah. We must start from the beginning because the white one was the first one.
I know.
It's the same thing. With the white girl, it was a thing of with the white with the white girl, it was a thing of she and I were booked for a shoot.
Yeah.
She's a model, I'm a model, so we were booked for a shoot and we got paid for it. So we were promoting this other place.
Yeah.
It's called the Forest what venue. It's in Midrand.
Yeah,
it's a wedding venue. So yeah, that's what that was. If I have a partner, just know I'm not gonna put it on social media. Yeah. So if you see me with the girl on social media, don't worry, there's nothing happening.
Okay.
But if I have
a partner, you talk to them, man.
But I'm saying, I'm saying, if I have a partner, then you won't see it on social media. Because sometimes, Fitch, you have haters. Like I've already mentioned, there's people that can hate you because you're darker than them. Why does this guy darker than me like this? Why? You know, people can hate you for petty reasons. He has a nicer walk than mine. I hate him. You know what I mean? So putting my girl out there, because your girl is your pride. Your girl is your weakness. You know what I mean? So putting her out there is like telling people, hey man, here's my head. Go for the go for the head, kill me. You know, people can't know such things about you. You know, unless, like I told you, someone that you don't really care about, then you can put it everywhere, anyway.
So, what is the final thought that you'd like to leave with our viewers?
Yeah, I didn't think of that, to be quite honest. But what I can say is, stop trying to make people understand you. Stop trying to conform. Be yourself and always pray to God for guidance, because that's what you need. You just need God's guidance, and that's all you need, basically. Once you have God, you have everything. You know, stop trying to conform and stop trying to stop trying to make people understand you. Yeah. So that's all I can say, because that's what held me back for the longest time. Trying to make people understand me. Sometimes you might be strange, sometimes you might be awkward because you're different. Being awkward does not mean, or being strange or being weird does not mean there's something wrong with you. It just means you're built different. You know, I can sit here with you, Wanga, and not have anything to say because, I mean, what can I say to you? You know, because I think this way and you think it's funny. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I thank you for coming, man.
Man,
I think we must meet also on the next episode.
Yeah.
We have to have the next episode. And Mara, we are left with one episode with both of you guys, with Don also.
Oh, Don also.
Yeah.
Why are we putting that guy in the episode? Why are we putting him in the episode?
Where are we putting him?
Why are we adding him?
We have it needs to be there.
No.
Why? Don, why? Guys, why?
Nah, I'm just joking.
Why?
Nah, I'm just joking, man. Like, let's put him on. That's my brother.
Yeah.
That's my brother for life, man. If there's anything I pray for, it's that he succeeds and he becomes the best version of himself. You know, whatever that he sees in his mind, I want him to become that. You know, that's what I want for him. But I don't want him on the next show with me.
Why not, man? Because
Yeah,
the next show is prepared for you guys.
That's just the unfortunate part.
Oh, you want to expose each other. That's the reason why you don't want to.
Hey, he knows too much.
Hey.
He knows too much.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and hit that notification bell so that next time whenever we post, you guys are going to get notified.